Now, I have something special for you Ford fans. A couple of weeks back, my good friend Nathan, you know Nathan, right, with the really shit coloured M3? Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, he called me and he said, Max, I said, yes. I said, I've just bought something cool, which I think you're going to like. I said, right, what is it? Tell me. Well, I bought a Ford Sapphire, and it's only done 150 odd miles since new. And I thought, wow, we're going to have to document that. So that's where we're going now, on our way to Nathan's to see him and the car. I think you're going to enjoy this one, and I am too. After a short trip down in my L322 Range Rover, I arrived at the filming location. Nathan! Thank you for having me, mate.
Right, Max.
How are you?
Very good. You?
Yeah, good. Welcome to the channel again. You've been on it a few times now.
We're getting there, aren't we? We're getting there.
You are. You're becoming a little bit of a Driven Plus star.
Super.
More famous than me. Yeah, so what do we have here, mate?
Well, we have a Ford Sierra Sapphire. Not anything to the naked eye as you look at it, but it's done 155 miles from new. So it's a bit special in that front.
I mean, there's so many questions to ask of how old is it?
31, I think 1991. Yeah, 1991 I think it is.
Yeah, so 33 years old,
Yeah.
almost 34 years old.
Oh yeah.
So many questions to ask. You know, the first question is, how do you even obtain such a low mileage car in this condition?
The story of it is, the guy who actually bought it, he bought it out of, he owned his own Ford dealership. He bought it and then apparently drove it home and didn't like it. That was the full thing of it. He didn't like it, parked it up. He was a car salesman himself, so he tried selling it in his Ford dealership, if that makes sense.
Got you.
So as I say, it was like a long-standing joke with all the staff, apparently, that the car would never sell, obviously maybe because of the price tag he was putting on it at the time.
Okay.
Eventually, obviously, he passed away, the garage ceased trading, and then it just become, they had their fuel station, and it was just a cigarette store for years then, and then the sons obviously realised, obviously this is starting to be a bit rare now.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe 5-6 years old, it's still done no miles at the time. So I'd say it's been kept in the son's possession then all these years to the point, and then obviously we've literally just had it in the last, say, 4 or 5 months.
And I have to say, you know, as we walk around the front here, the condition, mate, it's...
Yeah. Well, it's as you'd expect, really.
Did you buy it like this, or...?
Yeah, it was basically like that. As I say, we've obviously polished it, had it detailed and stuff like that. But generally, as you see, it's how it was stored so well.
Wow. So this is the Sierra
Sapphire.
Sierra Sapphire GLS.
Yeah, GLS.
So obviously there was the Cosworth.
Yeah.
What was the GLS? What did that mean?
So what I gather, it was top spec of this sort of model of car. It's obviously it's not a Cosy. It's got a 2-litre twin cam engine in it.
Okay.
So I'd say it still packs a little bit of a punch, but it's not a proper Cosy, as you know.
Yeah. So obviously the main attraction to this car is the mileage.
Yeah.
What's the mileage on now?
155.
155.
Yeah.
And surely to God you've added a little bit since you bought it. What did you buy it on?
I think it was on 144 or 143, so it's done a few miles.
Yeah.
I'd say it has been trailered to anywhere where we've moved it about. It's obviously been trailered about, but I say my dad really wanted to drive it, so it's been on a few drives and back and to work and stuff.
I was going to say, you know, if you're buying a 34-year-old car on 144 miles from new,
yeah, you've got to feel it.
You've got to feel what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you driven it?
I've driven it, and to be fair, it's great. The tyres, I've got flat spots though, but ignore the flat spots and it's crazy.
What tyres is it on as well? Surely the tyres aren't that old, are they?
Yeah, they're original tyres.
Really?
Mm.
What make are they? Uniroyals?
Yeah, Uniroyals.
Uniroyal rallies.
So that's where it'd come in. But as I say, you sit in it, it's just crazy.
Yeah, well, let's sit in it. Mind you, shall we have a look at the engine first?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. As I say, the only thing which isn't original is the battery, because we've had replaced that. It would have had like a square post battery, but they're discontinued now, so...
Even all the inside bodywork as well, it's just...
Yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy. It was full of those like white speckles, which apparently is spider poo. That is like concrete to get off.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really hard work, but as I say, it looks pretty well. It's not... Obviously you can tell there's a bit like rust on the manifold and stuff like that, but it's literally...
That's metal over time though, isn't it?
Yeah, but other than that, it's as it come out of the factory.
That's incredible. Even like the nuts and the screws.
Yeah, it's just all the silly little markings, which you couldn't replicate it all, really.
No, a restoration can never be as like this, could it?
There's people who are doing them, well, obviously in the concourse world, but it's never going to be 150 mile again.
Well, even if you get a restoration to this standard,
yeah,
the fact that you're never going to get close to a factory spec car how it was.
No.
Just because this is how it came from the factory, and that's what's special about this car, obviously.
And local to us.
Oh, really?
Kirby's Wrexham.
So
that's where it come from, Kirby's Wrexham. And then it went to Llangollen, the Ford dealership in Llangollen. Apparently they had like an agreement. So I say it come from Wrexham, and then it stayed in Wrexham.
In the area, yeah. So obviously people watching, we're obviously from good old Wrexham. We're on the up, League One now. So it's nice to know that it's stayed local.
Yeah, I'll say it's literally done a few miles with the old owner. He literally moved it from the showroom where it was at to his own garage, and that stayed there the whole time.
Tasman Blue.
Yeah.
Lovely
It's
colour.
quite a nice colour.
It is a nice colour.
It is a nice colour.
It pops in the sun, shall we say.
Yeah, I am a cosy lover, but I have got a soft spot for it.
Yeah, no, I agree. So obviously this is, should we go have a look inside? Should we bring it down here? Actually, you can do it, I'm not going to touch this car.
You'll be fine.
It's too new. So like, when you go into a car, normally you can smell an old car, but what is this? I want to know what it smells like. Ooh. It smells new.
It does smell new.
It smells
You can
brand
definitely
new.
say that no one sat on the back seat.
Oh wow, look in here. Look down there. That's absolutely amazing. And the fact that, let's go have a look at the passenger seat. As you can see, it's still got that wasn't like that from dealership, was it?
That's what I mean. They've never took the cellophane off the passenger seat. So
And
as
the
you can see,
armrest
it's all
as well.
wrapped up, and that's what I mean. He must have literally drove it home, didn't like it, but he did do this with a number of vehicles. There wasn't just one like this. There is a few.
I mean, come on, we got to start this.
Yeah, go on, take it ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go on, you'll be fine.
Okay. Wow. Okay. We're in neutral.
As you'd
Spot
expect.
on.
As you'd expect.
Wow. Can I give it a rev?
Yeah, go for it. Fruity.
It's fruity, yeah. But it just feels so tight, doesn't it?
Yeah. As I say, even the gear knob, like, everything was wrapped up.
The steering wheel as well.
Yeah, everything was wrapped. Like when we had it, there was like stuff on the gear knob, so no one touched the gear knob.
Really?
So like we've took all that off, but he literally didn't want to touch anything on it, which would age it. Obviously, a common thing on the Sierras is the dash is cracked.
Crack. Yeah.
Obviously, because luckily it's been in a garage where it's been pitch black in there. Nothing's aged.
What's the horn like?
It's a positive one.
It is a positive one, isn't it? I like that. Oh, so have to get out. On the door.
So we've even got the original bill of sale there. So you can see there's your options of the day.
So it's a 1992 model year. It's got a radio cassette, anti-lock brake system, Tasman Blue metal paint, and trim in bluestone. That'd be the paint, wouldn't it?
It might be the colour-coded body
And
accents.
it's got the glass etching. So is that when you put the registration on the glass?
Yeah, that would have been done.
Oh yeah,
Right
it's got
back
on the
here.
sunroof there as well. So the price of this car new? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how much they paid. I imagine it would have been a trade discount to a degree.
Yeah. So this car new in 1992 was £13,017 and 35 pence. What could you get now for that price? Brand new.
Like a Kia Picanto maybe. But what, does that even come under that price bracket anymore? Probably not.
Talking of price though, mate, I wouldn't like to imagine what this would be worth now. I think
Yeah, there's no guess, unfortunately.
I think with this type of car, it's whatever someone's willing to pay.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say you've seen obviously the RS500s get all the press online regarding the obviously they made 500,000, and Princess Diana's car that made silly money.
Yeah.
Obviously, but it's not a Cosworth, so I don't know where it stands
And that's,
in it.
and that's
the
yeah.
problem.
No, I was going to say that because, you know, if you see an RS 500 or that's done
Yeah.
the same miles as this,
Yeah,
you're like,
you know.
oh yeah, it's that's it.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a GLS and it's different.
No one would have kept. Why would they have kept the
Yeah.
GLS wrapped up?
Exactly.
And especially being a Ford dealer, you'd have thought he'd have got Cosworths and done all that.
But the fact that it's a GLS makes it different, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cosworth would be more.
It proves the taste of the owner of the garage, doesn't it? He wasn't into liked his more luxurious cars. There tends to be a divide, doesn't there?
This would definitely be my dad.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the divide. You wouldn't see your dad in a Cosy, but you'd see him in this.
You'd see him in this.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Let's go have a look at the back then. I mean, even the badges, the smoked lights, they look phenomenal.
Yeah, they look cool. They definitely look better.
They look awesome. And then even the spoiler as well.
Yeah. So say that's the stickers, obviously. That was the
Oh,
Llangollen dealership there,
there's
CA
Wrexham.
Hughes, who bought it and kept it all them years. Cyril.
Is that his name?
That was the name, Cyril Hughes.
Such a name to own such a car, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm going to start you calling you Cyril. You'd actually suit Cyril
Yeah.
because he's into his. You're into your classics, aren't you? So the exhaust is here, and it's it hasn't corroded one bit. Let's hear it fruity. Ooh. Yeah, it sounds great, doesn't it? Proper old school 2-litre engine. So what's over here, mate? What are we looking out
So
for?
it's just like silly little things, which obviously you can tell it hasn't been on the road in the wet. If you stick your head under here, maybe get the camera under there, you can see that little green sticker.
Yes.
That would
Can
have been
you
like
see it
a...
here? Was that number 6? Does that say number 6?
Maybe, yeah. That was like a PDI sticker,
Right.
which would have been done obviously when they were checking out the car.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, which literally it'd probably get washed off in the first drive. I say it's literally not been out in the rain. Until us, really.
So what's your plan with it?
The plan is just to show it and enjoy it for what it is. You can't drive it. As you know, like obviously we've got other classics.
Yeah.
So you just can't drive. The thing is, it's so special because of the mileage.
Yes.
But I think you take the mileage off the car, it's just a Sierra 2-litre.
It is,
It
yeah.
still deserves a bit of, but it takes the, so as I say, it's more to keep it as it is, preserve it as it is, for people to see, because you're never going to find another one, surely. There's not another one.
Yeah, and I think what this is now is a time capsule. You can't drive it, as you said, you can't do anything with it. I think you have to keep it as it is for people to see.
Yeah, it's a museum piece really, isn't
yeah.
it, unfortunately.
Yeah, for you know, someone's dad or granddad to show the kid, this is what I had, and it's a perfect example to show your son or grandson what you had back in the day.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people, it's quite funny saying, because obviously these were a massive company car back in that era.
Oh, really?
And the amount of people who said, like, I had one, I loved it to drive, what a solid car, like back in their time. So the familiarity, it's quite weird how many people like have a soft spot for it, where you think they wouldn't initially, but see, it's like a people's car, isn't it?
100%. Yeah, probably the family car back in the day, and it was very popular. And obviously, as cars have aged, more come off the road. So to see one in this condition is, yeah, it's amazing. It really is. Like the paintwork, it looks great. I like the red stripes on the doors as well.
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they?
It makes it pop. Well, the trims as well, the red trims.
Yeah.
But what else is there to know? You have the, I'm guessing this is your information card.
Yeah, so that's a bit on the story of it.
So I'd never seen sunlight or rain in the 32 years it was since it was owned.
So few people know of it, and a lot of people are familiar, and obviously your viewers, if you've got any from Llangollen, they'll definitely know it. Everyone knew about it in that area as such. But as I say, it was a hard car to purchase.
So the only thing that was changed was the new battery with fresh fuel and oil, obviously, because it's old. Yeah.
I'd say the only thing was the fuel pump had seized.
Fuel pump, yeah. This was taken off, stripped, cleaned and rebuilt. Not replaced with an aftermarket one, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is what you want, so everything is OEM to the car.
Yeah, as I say, it was literally just seized and we got it working. So it's literally as it.
Never been restored, never welded, never had any paintwork.
No.
It's what you see as today, what it was 32 years ago.
Yeah.
33 years ago. Yeah, I think that covers the character of this GLS here today. Thank you very much. We can't obviously drive it. We can't. I feel horrible to make you drive this. But
It's definitely £1 a mile. This depreciates faster than a McLaren.
say more than that, yeah. Yeah, and, no, mechanicals go the other way.
Oh.
So do Range Rovers, they go the other way as well. They start to go up. Thank you very much for showing me and the viewers this Sapphire GLS.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sierra Sapphire. I always get that one mixed up. And yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel. Thank Nathan as well for giving us a bit of a tour.
Welcome.
And we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.